Welcome back to the gun dungeon. Got something a little different for you today. Today I have 6 of these smaller gel blocks that I've cut up. They're about what I would consider the kill zone size of a very large squirrel. And that's kind of what I'm going for today. I've got this old single shot 12 gauge here. And for some odd reason, I've got a lot of nicer shotguns, but anytime that I go squirrel hunting and I'm taking a shotgun, I always take this old New England single shot, full choke, just light, handy, nothing special to it. I always take this thing with me whenever I go squirrel hunting. And what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be seeing at different distances on squirrel sized gel blocks here, what is more effective and how effective it is. We've got some 7.5, 1 1/8 ounce shot here. We've got some 1 ounce number 6 shot here. These are game loads. And then we've got some Fiocchi. This is 1 ounce and this is number 7 shot, but it is steel shot. So we'll see if there's any difference there between 7, 7.5 steel, lead, how that plays out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set one of these blocks up, and there are some, this one doesn't have any in it. This one is clear all the way through, but a couple of them, since it was a junk block, you can see that one's got a wound track through it. We'll just have to keep track of how many wound tracks are in it before we shoot. And I wanna see basically how many shots get on target, how many penetrate deep enough to be lethal, and how they do compared against each other. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and set up. We're gonna set up at 20 yards to start with, and we'll take a shot with each one of these, a new block each one, and see how they do. We'll start at 20 yards with the full choke. All right, guys, here we are. We're right at 20 yards. You can see our little gel block set up right there. I'm gonna shoot the 7.5 shot here out of the full choke. Let's see how we do. Let me go grab it. All right, there we go, guys. Hopefully you can see in there. We've got several wound tracks through this little block, full pass-throughs, all of them. So I'm gonna say 20 yards. The 7.5 shot is very effective. Let's go ahead and try the number 6 shot. There we go, number 6 shot. All right, there's our number 6 shot. Hopefully you can see the wound tracks through there. Again, full pass-throughs. I don't think we're gonna see any difference with this steel shot coming up next, but when we stretch it out, we very well may. All right, guys, here we go. This is the steel shot number 7. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, this is how they were shot. This is the 7.5, 20 yards. You see the pellet holes there. This is the number 6. Less holes, of course, but it's going to penetrate deeper, I think. And then here's the steel. You can see full pass-throughs on everything, 20 yards. Now we're set up right there at about 30. Yeah, right at 30 yards. So let's see how we do now. All right, this is the Winchester 7.5 shot, 30 yards. Let's see how we do. Let's go check it out. There's what we got. Pretty good, really. There's a lot of wound tracks in there that would definitely be lethal on a squirrel. We caught one little pellet in there. The rest were all full pass-throughs. That's pretty good at 30 yards, 7.5, still trucking right along. I really don't see, if the 7.5 shot, which is the lightest shot we have that's lead in target loads, getting full pass-throughs, I don't really see the point in shooting the other ones at this range because we know we're gonna get full pass-throughs and we know we're gonna get hits. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and stretch it on out. We're gonna go to, let's try 40, see what we can do with 40. I think that'll show us some differences between the shot maybe. But let's stretch it out to 40 and see how they start there. All right, guys, we're at 40 yards now. You can can see it up there. It's getting a little harder to see. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is farther than I would shoot at a squirrel with any of this shot, but let's see how it does. Let's go ahead and try the 7.5 shot again at the 40 yards. See how we do. Didn't even knock it off the board. Let's see how it looks. All right, so there's our 7.5 shot at 40 yards. There's few enough tracks in here now that I can actually count them. There's 6 little pellet tracks in there. We actually caught a couple pellets, but they went most of the way through. The other ones went all the way through. So if you was to make contact at that distance, I think your squirrel is going to be done, as long as the pellets actually hit somewhere lethal. But let's go ahead and try our number 6. So I've already got another one up there. We'll go ahead and throw our number 6 shot in here. See if this does any better. Knocked it off the board anyways. Let's see how it looks. All right, so we have 5 full pass-throughs in this block from the number 6 shot. Didn't catch any pellets. Again, it's going to be where they land. I wouldn't take the shot with these at 40 yards with a squirrel and feel good about myself. And I apologize for panting into the microphone, but I'm walking my fat hind end up and down this hill quite a bit for you guys, so I'm gonna be breathing hard. You can deal with it. So we're moving on. We've got another one set up that just fell over. I'll have to walk back up again, set it up again, and then we'll try the steel shot. All right, this is gonna be number 7 steel shot. I'm gonna hurry up and shoot before it falls over again. 40 yards. Let's check her out. All right, so that was an interesting one. We got quite a bit more shots in the target, enough to where this is a dead squirrel for sure. But look, we caught every single pellet. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we caught every single pellet. No full pass-throughs with the steel shot. Maybe see it a little better from that angle. So I'm gonna lay these down on the table. We can take a look at them by shot size, see how they did. So there's 7.5, 7.5, 6 shot, 6 shot, 7 steel, 7 steel. These are 40 yards. These are the 20 yards. And that was our lone 30-yard shot that was pretty well the same as our 20s. So not very many shots in that one. Lethal, lethal, lethal. No problems with any of those. This one, questionable, very questionable. And then that one, see if I can pinch that out. Maybe it's right here at the surface. It ain't gonna let me. Nope. But anyways, you can see, got the shot in there. Penetrated less, but there was a whole lot more of them in the shot, or in the block. All right, so what did we learn from this today? Probably nothing, but it was fun to do. And I learned that all these shot sizes for me are perfectly capable of taking squirrel at the ranges that I would shoot at a squirrel. I don't have any problems with all the way up to 30 yards, and that's as far as I'm gonna shoot at a squirrel with a shotgun. Your mileage may vary, your experiences may vary. That's just ethically, that's as far as I'm going to take a shot at a squirrel with any type of shotgun. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay tuned.